Hello everyone, Josh first back again, bringing you guys some Princess Connect first impressions and early game grade. So basically what we're going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be quickly reviewing the game, going over some of the things that the game has to offer right now. Now of course the game is currently in soft launch, so it is not technically a full global release, even though the servers will not be wiped and they will be carried over into the actual official release. So if you play it now, honestly you're just going to get a head start on players who start in 2 to 3 months from now when the game actually releases. So if you are going to be playing this game long term, I recommend starting right now. But with that said, let's review the game, give the game a grade overall 0 through 10, 0 of course being the worst, 10 being a perfect game, which I don't see us giving it a 10 today. But we're going to go ahead and review everything. I'm going to be looking at artwork, animation, gameplay, the UI, how good is the layout, all kinds of different aspects of the game in this early game review. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we need to talk about quickly is a soft launch announcement. Now I just briefly went over this, but we want to go over a few things. So this game has been out for about a couple years between China and the Japanese versions of the game. So this game has been out for quite a bit, and there is a little bit of a popularity overseas. I don't know how popular this game will be over here, and I don't know how long I'm going to continue to cover this game. It's really going to depend on you guys and gals out there. If you show a lot of, interest on my channel for this game, then I will continue to keep playing it, but we'll see how that does. But there are a few things here. During the soft launch period, the following content will be available. So we're going to have quest, story, Guildhouse, clan, jewel shop, missions, gacha obviously, and other shops, the cash shops. Note, the clan battle and sanctum survey modes in the quest section, as well as the clan shop in the shop section, are still being prepared. So they may or may not even be available during the soft launch. So there are going to be some bits of content that are not going to be fully available at this time. So I'm not going to be deducting any points today for lack of content, because I don't think that's a fair assessment for a game that's in soft launch, because they might be wanting to get a lot of things sorted out and get everybody up to speed before they start introducing more content. So I'm not going to deduct any points today for content. I think that's a fair thing to do. So with that said, we also have about the full release. All player data created during the soft launch period, including obtained jewels, will carry over to the full release. More details of the full release will be announced at a later date. So as I'm hearing right now from the grapevines, the rumor mill is having it is it's looking like the release is going to be in 2021, and it might be first quarter to end of first quarter. What that means is going to be sometime between January and March, April at the latest. I don't see April. I think that's way too late. It's probably going to be somewhere between January and March for a release for the official global version of the game. It could be a little bit earlier. It could be a bit later, but that's roughly where it seems the game is going to be releasing. But like I said, if you go and watch my reroll guide, you can actually see how you can download a game and play it right now without waiting for that period of time. So there you guys go. Alright, right off the bat, the background for the actual main lobby is actually very, very good. I love how they combined the background animation with the actual 2D artwork of the character. Very, very cool. You can even go into full screen mode if you just want to admire your character in the background in its full glory. So that's very, very cool. And you can just kind of swap between characters. Kind of gives me like that Dragalia Lost vibe, because Dragalia Lost, you could kind of do that too with the main lobby. Of course, their lobby is a bit different with the characters running across the screen and all that, but the fact that you just kind of just swap quickly between characters as your background is very, very nice. I do like that. We also have this where you can just kind of go between the two variants, which is very, very cool. You can also click this and go sideways if you want to play the game in that landscape versus portrait. So very, very cool there. So another thing we want to look at is the actual game's UI. The game's UI looks very, very good. It's not too cartoonish. It's not too over complex. It doesn't look super dated. and it's not confusing. It's not conflicting with anything. It's not taking over your screen. You still are getting quite a bit of display here with the game, and you can kind of read everything clearly, and you know where everything's at, and there's not too much going on. So for a newer player coming into mobile for the first time, or gotchas at the very least, this is not going to be an overwhelming experience, okay? So that's very, very good. Everything is kind of crystal clear and concise. We know what's going on. Like up here in the top left, you have your player level, your EXP, your stamina, you have your mana, which you can use for various things in the game, including level up characters. And then you have your jewels, aka the gems, which you're going to use, obviously, for the most part, to summon for new characters through the gacha. Bottom left, we have the home, the character, story, quest, Guildhouse, gacha, and menu. And then above that, we have the shop, clan, notices, mission, and present box. Obviously, the present box will be your gifts. Your missions will be the various missions that you can complete in the game. You have your daily missions and you have your normal missions. And when you complete those, obviously, you're going to get various rewards, which are going to help you progress in the game. All right. The notices is obviously going to be the news and stuff, your events, your issues, the latest patch notes, all that other stuff that they want to share with you, social media updates, etc., etc. And then we have clan. This is basically your guild. You can also request different supplies in your guild and also donate others, to other people in your guild to help them out. Because clan battle is not available yet, so the usage of guild is a bit limited at the moment, but like I said, I'm not going to deduct points for that in my final grade because I just don't think that's fair, because it does exist. I've seen it in action. It's pretty cool, but it's just not here yet for soft launch. So I'm not going to hold that against the game. We have the shop here with various shops. You have your normal, your dungeon, your arena, your divine amulet, your clan, and your bonus. Obviously, clan shop is not going to be available right now either. So, you got your various resources there that you can kind of pillage and get some good stuff with, right? Menu, go into the menu here. You have your profile. If you want to look at your profile, you can change your username. You can look at your player level, your total power for your entire account, your clan that you're a part of. You can change your character if you like to swap it to a different character for your background at the start, or just to have it in your avatar, obviously. You have your self-intro, which of course mine is obviously official YouTuber Josh first, so people know who I am. You got your IDs, so you can add other people. You got your progress stats, which are really cool. I do like these. I'm a stat guy, so I like to see all my stats kind of laid out. So it shows you your quests completed for your normal and your hard. As you can see, on normal I'm at 19 out of 103, and on hard I'm at 3 out of 24. We have your battle arena. Obviously, I have not done PvP quite yet, almost. Princess Arena, Battle Arena, and then unlock characters and story. All that good stuff right there, bunched into one. Now, you have your support, your help, your account linking, your data linking, so you can do a data link if you want to data transfer between different devices, or you can do an account link if you want to link it to like your Google or your Crunchyroll accounts, so you can also use those for multiple devices. And you also get some nice gem rewards for the first time that you link to Crunchyroll, which is really, really nice. It'll give you like a free multis worth. And then you have your game general settings here. We have system, volume, battle, and of course notifications. So, just your generic settings right there that you see in pretty much every gacha out there. Return to the title screen. You can do that if you'd like for whatever reason. And that's pretty much that. And I do like how the menu stays at the bottom of all the different pages you go through, so you can quickly just jump into something else that you need to, which is really, really cool. You can also look at the album, which just shows you, memory, your character info, item info, the glossary. If you go to memory album, for example, you can see all the different main character, guild, extras, just nice little, stories that you can kind of go through and watch over and over again if you'd like, to kind of get a better idea of what's going on in the game. Glossary, again, just various things that you can look at here, but we're not going to go over all those individually. It would take forever, but you guys get the idea. It's kind of like the archive section of this game. Alright, so let's go back out of there again. You got your items. You can see all the items that you currently have available, your items, your equipment, your memory shards, etc. So very quick way to go in there. You got your jewel shop as well. But I do, again, like that bottom user bar always there to where we just kind of grab to anything that we want from the main lobby. It's very, very handy. So you have your gacha, and we will do a multi here at the end of the video, so definitely stay tuned. We will be doing one multi. You have your daily deal for 50 premium, which those would be the currency that you'd be buying with real money. You have your your one draw, which is going to cost you 150. I think you do get a free normal draw every day. Yes, you do. You get 10 of these, basically one multi per day. Well, actually, no, it looks like you get 2 per day. My bad. I apologize. So those are good for various equipment and resources that you can use to, of course, put up your characters. And then, of course, a multi is 1500. You can look at the details here. This is just a generalized banner. There's nothing special about this banner because technically this is still soft launch. So I'm assuming when we get the global release, there's going to be like global release launch banners, and there's going to be pre-registration rewards, etc., etc. And it just kind of goes over how the gacha works. You have your notes here, and then the draw rates. The draw rates are actually pretty decent, and I'll tell you why in a moment. So when you do a multi, there's really no reason to do single summons in this game because you're not getting any benefit out of it. You're getting a benefit out of a multi though, unless they, you're not really, it's for a multi. I looked at it for a moment thinking maybe they're counting it as your first 9 summons individually, or in a multi it'll get this, but it's looking like, since it says draw 10 in quotation marks, it's basically saying do a multi. There's really no point. Oh, never mind, I stand corrected. The rates for draw 1 are identical to the rates for the first 1 through 9. So really, I guess it doesn't matter if you want to go singles or multi in this game, because there is no discount for your multi. It's still 1500 or 150 for a single. So I guess it does not matter if you do a single or a multi. Okay, that's cool. So if you want like a more dramatic summoning session, if you're a YouTuber or a streamer, or if you just like to live on the edge like me, then you can do single summons instead of multis, and then just sit there and think, okay, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. So hey, why not? So basically, they're saying for, like, if you do a multi, the first 9 pulls, the rates are 2.5% for a 3-star. So the base rates are pretty much 2.5, that's pretty average. Between 2 and 5% is usually the average, the higher average for a gacha game, for an SSR or a 3, 4, or 5-star, whatever the game uses their rating system by. 2-star character is 18% and 79.5% for a 1-star. Now, on the 10th pull, if you do a multi, it's still 2.5% for a 3-star, but 2 stars go up to 97.5. Basically telling you that every 10th pull is going to be at least a 2-star or higher. So there is kind of like a built-in pity system into this game where, you're always going to get a 2-star every 10 pulls or so. Alright, let's see here. Then you have your divine amulet rates. 3-star character, 50 amulets, 2-star for 10, 1-star for 1, etc., etc. And then you have your draw 10 results, 1 through 9 individual character rates. There's currently 38 characters available, and it shows you all the individual rates there, and it tells you the position of the characters, because characters do have position. When you put them in the actual team, they have a middle, a back, and a front. Front, obviously, you're going to want for your tanks, middle for your DPSs, and then the back would be, obviously, for your supports and healers, etc. Alright, so you guys get the idea of how the rates work. You can even see the character details from this page as well, which is really, really cool. I do appreciate that. You can actually listen to the voiceovers, and this game does have some really good music. And again, you can switch between the different designs, which is really, really nice. You can look at the quick information of character skills. You can see a little bit of their animations going on in the background. I love the attention to detail for that. Sometimes just a flat image and it just looks plain and bare. This is really cool. You're actually seeing the characters in the banner actually in the background, animated, showing off their skills, their ultimates, and all that other good stuff. It actually looks really, really nice. So I have to give them some kudos to that. Then you have the Guildhouse. This is basically where you can kind of farm up resources over time by building up your own little house. Kind of similar to Illusion Connect, if you guys ever played Illusion Connect. So there you guys go. Your quest, this is where a lot of the action is going to be going on. This is where you're going to be going and doing your main story. Your grotto to farm up resources daily. Your dungeons, kind of like a tower-based system where you just got to climb floors, get as high as you can. Obviously, the Sanctum Survey and Clan Battle are not going to be available at this time. And then you have the Princess Arena and the Battle Arena, which unlocks at 4-6 normal and 8-15 normal, respectively. So pretty much all you got there. We'll get back to the main quest in a moment. And then we have our story. This is where you're going to get arthritis in your hand. And I will have to sadly deduct a little bit here for this. And the reason why is if you go in here, as you start unlocking a lot of these, you can get a lot of gems from this, a lot of jewels from this, which is very, very nice, very generous. The problem is you have to click through each one of these individually. And I'm telling you right now, guys, early on, you're going to be clicking through a lot. So you might get a little cramp in your hand trying to get through all these. It's worth it though. You're going to get free jewels, but it is a pain in the butt. I kind of wish there was a claim all option, and it also will make you download a lot of data, because a lot of these have individual data clips that they want you to download for, so and so amount of megabytes each. Some of them don't cost anything if you choose to have no voice, but some of them will force you to, download some data to get those rewards. So this will, of course, add to the game's overall size, and the fact that there is no claim all option on any of these, and you have to do each one individually. Even though you can skip it, you still have to go in and do it over and over and over again. It's a little bit repetitive and a little bit crazy, and I just have to, unfortunately, deduct a little bit of points for that. And then you have your character panel. You can look at all your different characters. You can also filter them by front, middle, back. You can filter them by power, level, rank, stars, magic defense, physical defense. Yeah, physical defense. There we go. Magic attack, physical attack, HP, bond level, and ABC. Just alphabetical order, basically. And you can do a descending and ascending. And you can also set up your parties. Right now, you can set up 10 parties, 10 different parties for different things. You can set one up for your dungeons. You can set one up for your daily, godos. You can set up one for your different stories. Whatever. Just a lot of different things that you can set up there with your teams, which is very, very nice. That system is very similar to Goddess of Genesis. If you guys played that game, I know a lot of you didn't, but for those of you who did, they kind of have their party system set up like that as well. And then you can actually click that, look at your characters. You can see their power levels at the bottom. You can see what level they are. Their bond level. You can see what their star is on the bottom left side. You can optimize, which basically just fast enhances them. It'll do the equipment, level up, skills, and ascension. It'll do all that for you really quickly, or you can go through and do stuff individually. You have to equip different types of equipment to allow them to be able to rank up and achieve the next rank. And some of these equipment are a little bit harder to get than others. Like this, for example, you would have to craft this. So I need 3 of these platinum knife fragments to create the one that I need. So I'd have to go back into Vesta Valley 4.3 or 5.1 or 5.2 and farm up those fragments so I can craft the sword that they need, and then I can equip it, and then I do that with the other 2 pieces of gear, and then I can rank the character up. And when you rank the character up, they become more powerful, but you do lose all that equipment, so now you have to equip new equipment. So it's definitely a unique system where basically equipment is being fed into the character to make the character stronger, and then you have to feed in more equipment. So very, very cool there with the equipment system. Very interesting to me. You have the leveling up with, of course, EXP potions. You have skills, which you can see here, and you can enhance the skills as well. You can see what the skills can do if you'd like to. And then you have the ascension, obviously, with memory shards, which is basically how you star the character up. So, for example, if I want to make my Rhino a 4-star, I need 120 memory shards. Obviously, pulling dupes will help you get there faster, but there's also shops and other ways in the game where you can actually farm up certain character shards. So those are very, very nice. And that's pretty much it. You also have the appearance here. Change the way the character looks in battle and on maps. 2-star or less, 3 to 5-star. Victory pose, icon. Change the icon used to represent the character. Just very, very cool. The amount of extra detail that they have, which is, I just feel very, very awesome. So that is basically the character system. It's not too complex. It's actually pretty easy and very easy to understand, I would assume, hopefully. And that's pretty much it for all the different aspects of the game itself. Now let's actually go in and do a quick just run through so you guys can kind of see what the gameplay actually looks like before you decide if you'd like to jump into this game or not. And again, if you guys want to see more videos like this for Princess Connect, then definitely show some love by hitting that like button, commenting below, join us in the Discord in the description as well. And basically, the more people who want to, you know, participate in those said things, the more likely I will to keep making videos. So that's how it works on YouTube, as you guys know. Anyways, let's go to our quest real quick. Let's go to main quest. Alright, so I still don't think I can do 4-4 quite yet. I need to work with my team a bit. So we'll go to like hard stage. We'll do hard stage 1-3. And okay, so from this system, you're going to see what the monsters are we're going to be fighting, the possible drop items, and then you get first time clear rewards and rewards for 3-star clearing. If you don't beat it in enough time, you will not get a 3-star clear. If you lose one of your heroes, if they die, you will not get a 3-star clear. So that's how you get 3-star clears, and I believe that's for every stage. So basically you get 1 star for actually beating the stage, you get 2 stars if you beat the stage and all your heroes live, and you get 3 stars if you beat it within the time limit, all heroes live, and you of course beat the stage. So you got to do those 3 things to get a 3-star clear. So I'm actually going to go to I guess I'll go to 1-2. So let's go ahead and get into it. And by the way, guys, the stamina recharge in this game is not too bad. It's about a few minutes per stamina. Plus, you also can buy stamina with your jewels a few times a day or more. And the price actually isn't too bad for the value of stamina you get. And you also get stamina refills when you level up. So that's also very nice. So if you look in the top right, you're going to see we have 1 minute and 22 seconds left to beat this stage. You'll see the mana we're getting in the top left. We're getting item chest. We have 2 right now. And you'll see what wave we're on. We have 3 waves to complete. You'll see our characters at the bottom of the screen. They had green HP bars. And then they have blue mana or energy, if you will. And when those bars are full, they're able to actually utilize their skills. So it's not bad. And you can also see from this panel, we can see the EXP that they earned with the green bar and what level they are, and their bond level. You can see how close they all are to bond level 3. You can also check the damage report. You can kind of see here, obviously our Makoto is doing all the work just like she does in Shining Beyond. Makoto is just so OP that she's good in 2 games at one time. Pretty crazy, guys. So you can see there, that's the damage that they dealt. And that's pretty much it, guys. And you can see our party, our power, the party name. We can even name our party, save it. And other players that are trying to beat this stage, they can also look at random players, teams, parties that they use to beat this stage too. So it adds a little bit of interactivity with other players in the game. It may not be a big aspect, but it's definitely a nice subtle touch that I do, appreciate. And then we also have the world map. We just kind of look at the map here. I like how when you move into it, it gives you like that 3D feel, but it's not 3D. So I like that little extra sizzle on that steak. But guys, that's pretty much the game right now. I think we discussed and went over almost everything that I possibly can think of right now in the game. Obviously, I'm going to try and make some tutorials and guides if you guys want to see that kind of stuff. Again, show some love by hitting that like button. Let's try and get let's try to go for 100 likes. Let's go high today. Let's aim high. 100 likes, and let's try to hit 1,000 views. If we do that on this particular video, I'll definitely come out with some more guides and stuff like that and continue to play, because I do enjoy the aesthetics. It's actually a really good game, especially for a game that came out in 2018, I believe, in China. It looks visually good for 2020, because I've seen some games that's come out in 2020 and games that are still to come out in 2021 that look like they're 10-15 years out of date, and I'm not joking. So aesthetically, visually, animation wise, everything looks good. And guys, I know I did not show the actual full ultimate move animation because I have it turned off because I've seen them a million times now. But if you guys want to see those, definitely go into the app, give it a shot. Let some of those characters use their ultimates, and you're going to see some really cool animations. It's going to remind you a lot, I think, of Epic 7 when you see those animations in full force full visuals. It's actually very, very cool. But I promised you guys a multi-summon, so let's go ahead and do that before we get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I tried to cover everything I could. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I did, I do apologize. So let's go to Gacha. And let's draw 10. Let's go. Rip my jewels. And I love the summoning animation too. It's really funny. I never watched anime, so I don't fully get the reference, but I'm sure it's great. And we got shafted, no rainbows, but we did get 3 2-stars. So, rip. Okay, so we got 2 new heroes, and then we got a few dupes there. You'll see there, guys, we get these memories. You'll see there you get like 10 memories, 1 memory, etc., etc. Very, very cool. Or, I'm sorry, no, those are divine amulets. I'm tripping. Those are divine amulets. I apologize. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like this game, you want to see more of this game here on this channel, you know what to do. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, check notifications, join us in the Discord in the description below. And yeah, see you guys then. Peace.